El Salvador became the first country to enable users to use cryptocurrency alongside the US dollar in all purchases in 2021. So, Plan B, in his recent speech, points out that there's a possibility that more countries would follow El Salvador's lead, which would diminish the IMF and the US central bank's control over these countries. He actually wonders what's next for the IMF and how it's going to fight El Salvador. So, I invite you to keep watching this video to learn what Plan B's thoughts are on this matter. Hey everybody! Welcome to the Millionaires Club. Millionaires Club is where future millionaires come to learn and enjoy. If you're new here, subscribe and hit the bell button to get notifications for new videos. And now, Plan B Bitcoin. You need to know what they are planning. Plan B is a renowned Dutch institutional investor who claims to have 25 years of institutional investing experience, but prefers to remain unknown. He's always gone by a pseudonym and is one of the most followed people on Twitter when it comes to Bitcoin and blockchain. In June 2021, Plan B tweeted that other countries must follow El Salvador very quickly. He wrote that El Salvador's decision to make Bitcoin legal tender has geopolitical implications. Plan B also predicted that the US would react with IMF or aircraft carriers, but he believed that it is easy to attack one and difficult to attack many. A few months later, El Salvador became the first country to enable customers to use cryptocurrencies alongside the US dollar in all purchases. Large-scale demonstrations erupted in response to the decision, and many feared that it would bring instability and inflation to the impoverished Latin American country. El Salvador was encouraged by the International Monetary Fund, IMF, to rescind its plan to make Bitcoin legal money. The IMF reminded President Nayib Bukele of the dangers that cryptocurrency posed to the country, emphasizing that obtaining a loan from the organization would be difficult. According to a statement, the board's directors have urged the authorities to reduce the scope of the Bitcoin law by withdrawing Bitcoin's legal tender status. They emphasized the significant risks that using Bitcoin poses to financial stability and integrity, as well as the concerns of issuing Bitcoin-backed bonds. Regarding this matter, Plan B, in his recent speech, states that there is a legitimate risk that more countries would follow El Salvador's lead, which would reduce the IMF's and the US central bank's control over those countries. He then goes on to state that he would be terrified because he doesn't feel they can stop it without resorting to violence. He reminds out that we've seen numerous examples in the past, and for them, diplomatic and financial aid is the first step. So, if the first option doesn't work out, they move to the force phase. He thinks it'll be fascinating to see what happens next, mainly because the IMF encouraged El Salvador to cut the legal tender level for Bitcoin, but El Salvador refused. So, what's next for the IMF, Plan B wonders. He says that they must be afraid since El Salvador is a little country with no economic impact on the rest of the world. So he wonders why they are battling El Salvador so forcefully and vehemently. Well, it's a thought-provoking question, and he says he is still waiting for the answer. He then goes on to mention that he believes the United States has done a better job than China in its treatment of this new technology since, unlike China, which completely banned cryptocurrencies, the US just tried regulating and taxing it. He supposes that it is an issue that all nations must answer for themselves. Do we accept this new money technology? Or do we outlaw it and put it out of business? As a matter of fact, China outlawed Bitcoin trading with the first measures taken in September 2017, and the entire ban beginning on February 1st, 2018. On February 5th, 2018, Bitcoin prices decreased from $9,052 to $6,914, from over 90% in September 2017 to less than 1% in June 2018. Bitcoin trade in the Chinese renminbi has decreased dramatically. Plan B calls himself a Bitcoin maximalist and says that he believes in the decentralization that Bitcoin provides, as well as the fact that it is the largest and most widely used cryptocurrency. He also believes that Bitcoin is a protocol. He says that he's seeing a lot of business cases that don't rely on decentralization as much as a Bitcoin use case would, but rather on the ICOs we've seen, or more lately, the DeFi and NFT markets that are based on other coins. So, He considers it to be a vast ecosystem. In Plan B's opinion, NFTs, DeFi, and all other stuff will, in the end, be developed on the much more secure and decentralized Bitcoin chain. However, he says that he can see it occurring now on Ethereum, Solana, and all other coins. So, it's possible that Bitcoin will be too late to start that as well, but it's certainly intriguing. He goes on to point out that the main Ethereum chain, for example, is run by a single company in Fura, and if something goes wrong, or if a government wants to control the network, it can go to one place and shut it down, and that's it. That is why all of Bitcoin's predecessors failed. But there are 100,000 nodes in Bitcoin, and everyone could easily run their own nodes, and governments cannot shut it down. So, when there is a need for decentralization in a crisis, or when a government or corporate tries to seize control of a network, you will realize the significant advantage that a truly decentralized chain like Bitcoin offers. Alright everyone, thank you for watching this video. So, what are your thoughts on Plan B's position on this matter? And what do you think will happen next to El Salvador and IMF? Please share your opinion with us in the comments area below.